Previously
I think we just don't talk to them. Just give them no and just, wall silence.
on Australian Survivor.
The graduates have a 4-strong alliance. Then you got the 3 girls on death's door that know the Reaper is coming.
Outnumbered and in danger.
I didn't sign up for SOAR.
Kate, Morgan, and Kristen. Kalen wins his 5th individual immunity. Let the only chance of safety slip through their fingers.
Let's get the fire and let's chat.
Yeah, I will chat, but they're putting me in a hard lockdown.
The majority have already made up their mind and they're keeping very tight-lipped.
Kristen's last hope was to convince Zara to turn on the boys.
My idea is to be getting out AJ.
A tense tribal council. So, Kate, were you hoping that you'd be able to find a crack in this alliance of 4?
There definitely are cracks in there, but even though they say they love to make big moves, seems like they want to make a boring one.
Saw the girls flip their vote to Miles in a desperate attempt to get Zara on side.
I didn't hear the whispers at the end, so I'm writing down the name that I said I would write down.
And with all the power in her hands, Zara stayed strong.
Kristen.
With her postgraduates alliance. 6 are left. Who will be going home tonight?
Fun pick, everyone. Crazy.
Good.
No, we're good.
I'm just gonna go buy stuff in the shop and then wanted to sit down.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'll do that as well.
Yeah, okay.
Is anyone here?
Hi.
Came from the garage.
Because what, they're just going to pick us off at the hill. And they have to do it to each other.
Yeah. That wouldn't make any sense.
Oh, when I saw those 3 names come out and I was nervous. Tribal went fantastically. We had a target, we had a plan, and we executed it. Kristen is gone. Everyone realized that she was playing the game harder than it looked, and so she became target number 1 for our Postgraduates Alliance.
It's pretty exciting, guys.
Yeah. And we don't have to be worried about, like, we don't need the paranoia because none of us are scared of them trying to get into each other's ear. The Postgraduates Alliance are rock solid, baby. I could totally see us going to Final 4. So how are we feeling? Do we want to go Morgan or Kate as the main vote?
I want to go Kate.
Yeah, I'm happy with that.
Yeah, I'm happy to go for Kate. Yeah.
Thank God the next one's just a split, so there's none of this fancy.
Yeah.
Or possibly not. Because when there's $500,000 on the line, you can't trust anyone. So if we break, it'll probably be me that breaks it.
Sunshine.
The level of paranoia around camp is so high, you could actually see it if you looked close enough. every single person is worried somebody else is going to do something before them or somebody's going to flip. I think it's very precarious at the moment. Because all it takes is one postgraduate to flip with the girls for us to just fall to pieces.
I hope I win this next one because it's me going down there. I think they'll put votes with me.
Yeah.
Bastards.
You've read your engines up in the last couple of votes.
It's more because it's a bit more fair.
Yeah.
More fair.
Everyone is desperate to win. So today, the postgraduates could flip any direction depending on who wins immunity. These last few days, like these last 2 days or 3 days, have been really long
Yeah.
for me.
Yeah, I agree.
But it's only because I knew exactly what was happening. Well, we know what's happening.
I just think we need to focus on the 4 and focus on Miles' brain and Kaylin's brain and
Especially
try.
Kaylin's.
Yeah.
Kaylin is so paranoid. He thinks the second he loses the challenge, he's out.
Mm.
He genuinely believes it. People are starting to see Kaylin as a threat. If it wasn't for me, Kaylin would be out by now. I'm sure of it. He might be the only player left that would win the final challenge and take me. So I need him as much as he needs me. Well, I have no qualms about voting Kate and Morgan out. I think it makes it so much easier.
You haven't wanted to all along, and here we go.
Mr. Miles.
Just wanted to debrief with you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah. Obviously,
Got
if
it.
one person flips over, that's what the risk is, right?
Well, we think through every single option, and there's no option that makes sense for any of us to do it.
So the plan moving forward is to stay postgraduate strong until Final Four. At least, that's what people think the plan is. In reality, I've got plans of my own. And because I have an idol, I have a little bit of insurance that I can use to make sure this plan works. So are you happy with just Kate next? Okay. Yeah, easy.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna...
All right, cool.
Kaylin is someone that'll win a lot of challenges, but also everyone's willing to face Kaylin in the jury because everyone thinks they'll beat it. So Kaylin has the potential to go for a deep run here. I'm gonna have to take out Kaylin when the opportunity presents itself. And to do that, I'm gonna need Morgan's help. The sick plan for my outfit tonight.
What?
Yeah.
Are you just a surprise?
Well, no, I'm not gonna walk in there with it as, oh, maybe I will. Anyway, yeah, I got a plan.
What's your next plan moving forward? Mine?
Actually-
I know. I feel like I know. I feel like we have similar-ish thoughts, surprisingly.
You mean strategically?
But I just feel like you might be at the point where you want someone like Kaylin gone if Kaylin loses. Or am I completely wrong?
Well, that's good, because we're thinking similar things.
Maybe we
That-
should go a little bit further right. All I'll say is I'm happy to break bread moving forward.
Yeah, I think there's a bunch of people up there who are very much incentivized to stay.
Yeah. Say if Kaylin didn't win immunity today, would that change a lot of the plans?
Yeah,
That's what I was
if
thinking.
Kaylin lost, I'd definitely look to take Kaylin out. Yeah. There's people I'm not going to the end with, and then you're one of the people I'd be down to go to the end with.
Yeah.
So it all depends on who wins immunity. AJ and Kaylin are two people that I'm not planning to take to the end. I don't see their endgame goals aligning to mine. My ideal final three is AJ and Zara and I. Because Zara will win that challenge and she'll take me.
Who are you going to be coming for?
What do you mean?
I
As
feel
in-
like you're going to do something.
I am interested, well, I was going to talk to you about this. Roughly, and I'm not sure about this. So do not take this as like, this is definitely what I'm going to do. But I think we could go for Kalen if he doesn't win immunity.
Yeah. I am in a position at the moment where I don't trust Caleb not to turn on me after Final 4. He doesn't want to go up against me in an endurance challenge for Final 3. So at the moment, the path with Miles is making the most sense to me. What's your incentive to not go after me? Like, it would be better, it would be just as good as for you to sit with them.
So because you burnt people in the same way that I have in the way that they haven't. What I need is someone that I've got a chance of beating, and I think that us two are in similar positions with regards to the jury and their perception of us. Kate, AJ, and Kalen are big jury threats. You, Morgan, and I are less big jury threats. And what that means is that Morgan is just as incentivized as we are to go for the other boys. I have no interest in going to the final 2 with AJ or Kalen.
And we'd also have to beat him somehow.
Yeah, well, I can potentially beat him. At the end of the day, this is like the final of Survivor, like it's the end game of Survivor, right?
If I win the immunity challenge, we have the numbers to take out Kalen. I could flip this whole thing on its head. And I could actually take out this game, which nobody would have seen coming 40 days ago.
Come on in.
Lots of balls.
So, Kate, I'm guessing that not much has changed since Tribal last night, and you and Morgan are still on the bottom.
Yep, you're exactly right. Unfortunately, we're still on the bottom. Hopefully today, one of us could win.
We all want to win, but especially Kate and I. We know we need it. So.
Kalen, if you win again today, you will set the record with 6 individual immunity wins in Australian Survivor. You think you got it in you?
Well, yeah, but I think if everyone wants to see a record broken, they should probably chill a little bit today.
All right, you ready to get to today's immunity challenge?
Yeah.
Let's go, Kalen.
Thanks, Jonathan.
Once again, immunity is back up for grabs. For today's challenge, on my go, you're gonna leap off a platform and race through a series of obstacles in the water, collecting balls as you go. Once you have all your balls, you'll then use a long pole to maneuver them up a ramp and into a net. First person to land all 3 balls wins immunity and is safe from the vote. Losers, tribal council, where somebody's gonna become the 18th person voted out. Let's draw for spots. Let's get on with this thing.
That's a fun one.
I just want to get a good colour. I do not want peach anymore.
Oh no, his feet are wet.
All right, here we go. For immunity, survivors ready? Go! Everyone has their first ball, swimming out to that net. You get there, you need to dive under and collect your next ball. Kalen in the lead, like a fish. Everyone else ducks under the net. Morgan loses her ball, looking lost. Kalen first out with his second ball. Swimming like a dolphin now. He can smell that record. Now you need to knock that third ball out from the frame. Kalen takes a shot. Nope. AJ right behind him.
I'm coming for you, Kalen.
Miles right behind him.
I'm here too now. Hello.
Kalen has his third ball. He's moving on. AJ has his third ball. Kalen on the end game. Now you need to maneuver that ball up the ramp using only that pole. You got a series of obstacles along the way you need to navigate. You got a speed hump. You got a hole. You got a section where the rail disappears. It is not easy. It's definitely a learning curve here. Morgan has her third ball. She's moving on to the end game.
Oh, they're stuck in at the balls. Ah!
Zara and Kate coming up on the rear.
Oh, JLB.
There we go.
Finally, Miles has it. Miles moving on. Kate's moving on.
Fizzle.
AJ struggling with this one. Kaylin is at that first obstacle. It's like a speed hump. Nicely done. Finally, Kate, Morgan, and Miles are in on it. Kaylin at the second obstacle. You got a hole. Successfully gets it across that section of the ramp. Getting the hang of it. Miles. Big move.
Yes.
One obstacle left for Kaylin. That side rail drops away. Really have to take your time. Can he get through it? He does it. Now he needs to get it all the way up into the net. There it is. He drops the first one. Kaylin in the lead. Now he has the hang of it. Kate struggling to figure it out.
How the hell do you go for that see-through part?
Oh man, this is so hard.
Finally, Zara's in on it. Everyone else has had a head start.
If you want to reduce friction, you can give it a little twist.
I have, and then I twist it that way.
Just get right behind it and go nice and straight.
Miles halfway up the ramp now. So tricky where that rail drops away. Looking good for Miles. Another foot. He'll even it up with Kaylin. There it is.
Yeah, baby.
Miles has one. Now we're tied between Kaylin and Miles.
Yes.
Another big move from Miles. Really has the hang of it now. Kaylin back on the ramp. Halfway up again. Pressure's on Kaylin now. And he loses it.
Yes.
Miles inching his way to that basket again.
Yes.
There it is. He drops in the second one. It's Miles in the lead now with two. Kaylin with one.
Go, Miles, one to go.
There's a new challenge enthusiast in town.
Immunity has never been more important for Kate and Morgan, but they're struggling to get something going here. Miles working on his third and final ball. Kaylin can feel the pressure here. And he loses it again. Kaylin's starting to come apart. Just needs to settle down. Kaylin quickly closing the gap with Miles at the same position on the ramp.
Ah, damn it.
Miles drops with his third ball. That opens the door for Kaylin. Trying to pick up the pace. Nicely done. There it is.
Nice, Kaylin.
We are tied 2 each for Miles and Kaylin. Now we have a challenge. Miles trying to keep Kaylin from setting that record. Another big move from Miles, playing fast. Would love to walk out of here wearing that necklace. Kaylin on his final ball, trying to close this out, going for the record. but he saves it. Nicely done. Both Miles and Kalen working on that third and final ball. Who's going to get it there first? Miles right on his tail. Kalen at that final obstacle, which is the trickiest one, where the rail falls away. He's on the raggedy edge. Desperate to sneak it by, and he does it. Miles trying to catch up. Kalen almost there. Going for the win, and he does it. Kalen wins individual immunity and sets a new record.
Record breaker.
Kalen, come on over. Congratulations. You now have the record for Australian Survivor. 6 individual immunity wins. How does that feel?
Well, we don't like challenge beasts, so it's more challenge enthusiast, and I'm very enthused today. Best day ever.
Well, you are safe tonight. Cannot be voted out. Guaranteed a spot in the final 5. As for the rest of you, Tribal Council tonight, where someone's going to become the 6th member of our jury. Well done. Head back to camp. I'll see you tonight.
I'm safe for another night, and I broke a Survivor record, and you can't say that every day. My whole plan coming into this was to downplay my physical game and then go nuts. I'm going nuts, and I'm loving it.
Survivor record. Congratulations.
Congratulations, man.
Thanks,
That's
guys.
so amazing.
Kalen, Survivor record. The vibe in camp is gruesome at the moment. There's the 4 postgraduates who are just so happy for Kalen.
It's so proud of you.
Yeah, amazing.
Amazing. And special mention to Miles for being running his tail.
And then there's Kate and Morgan. They are not having a bar of it. They know they're on the chopping block. I'll get
Alright, so let's just get this food going.
I'll get some coconuts.
The postgraduates are hell-bent on getting rid of Kate because she's such a threat. But Morgan is ironically the biggest threat to me making Sole Survivor right now. Because she's a bit of a goat in this game. She's somebody who isn't a threat in any way. She's not a shield for me. And I think players like Miles might take advantage of that and try to drag her to the end. Miles is my biggest competition in this game. So I need to throw him under the bus a little bit and make sure that they all trust me the most. We're just splitting 2-2, yeah?
Yeah, okay, so who's going where?
Say you and Miles on Morgan, us on Kate, but if anything goes down, you switch to Kate. But
Miles does make me nervous. Let's just go.
it's the type of thing that he'd love to do, is to flip over that side.
He said before, like, you know, if you're gonna make a move, no hard feelings, da da da. I was like,
Yeah.
oh, okay.
Do you have an idol? Tell us.
I do not have an idol. I do not have an
Miles has an
advantage.
idol. I'm almost certain.
that's what I
Miles has an
He
idol.
hasn't been looking, which
Yeah,
is really
he
sus.
has one. He has an idol, I'm sure.
Yeah.
So that means he could play it tonight.
We
So-
should tell Kate and Morgan to vote Kate and Morgan. But I just want to see if anything sus happens.
Yeah. But
They do that though?
Yes, definitely. I would tell Kate and I wouldn't tell Morgan. Kate will do it to stay one more day in the game.
But we want Kate to go to that.
Oh, yeah. But I'm a bit scared of...
No, I can't with Kate.
yeah.
I
No, that's one we have to do, AJ.
She's got to go.
Yeah.
Kate is Zara's direct competition in this game because Kate is her endurance threat. And I've got a lot of work in front of me to convince her to vote out Morgan. The best case scenario for me is to convince Kate to vote for Morgan. So that way, if we split the vote 2-2 and Kate votes Morgan, Morgan goes home and I haven't betrayed my alliance. So tonight, I'm just gonna be very straight up with you because I think you have a good chance.
Okay.
It's gonna be a 2-2 split.
Yeah.
If you don't want any risk of going home, You would need to vote Morgan, and Morgan doesn't know that you're voting her. You can't do it? Yeah, I didn't. Okay. Don't do it then. Don't do it then.
I'm going home then.
Okay. So, if you can't do it, then just leave it to whatever happens, right? Leave it to whatever happens. But if you 100% want to stay, that's the play. You should do whatever you're comfortable with. Oh, good. Yeah. I don't think I said that very well, did I? But I play poker for a living. I know how to work the angles. I just need to find someone that really trusts me, plan ideas in their head, and then make them dance like a puppet. I need to talk to you.
Yeah.
And it's really important.
Okay.
So, I'm going to try and summarize this really well. We can't vote out Kate now. We have to vote out Morgan. I'll tell you why.
Because you're saying that Miles thinks he can beat Morgan, but it doesn't.
Exactly. Okay, you're right on top of it.
Yeah.
If Morgan stays, there's a final three where Miles wins the endurance and he takes Morgan.
Yeah.
And then he destroys.
Yeah, I saw
Morgan.
Morgan's the last person that he could take.
So, and who was the one that pushed for Morgan to stay today and Kate to go home? It was Miles. And I was like, ooh, this is a bit dangerous. Miles and Zara.
And me. I want to go. She can beat me in things I can't win.
But listen, if she stays, right, then Miles is gonna come for you, Caitlin. He's come, like I'm telling you. You're not in his endgame.
So he could still want to take me. He still thinks, really, have you told him anything about what
You're
I've done?
his third option.
Yeah.
Just don't get yourself eliminated. Like, it actually, like, if you go, I'm next. Miles and Zara are both incentivized to make sure that Kate goes home here. If Morgan doesn't go home here, I think we're at risk next vote.
Yeah, absolutely.
Kalen is somebody that hasn't really heard his name much in this game, and the second he heard that Miles might be pitching for him, which I don't know for sure, but he probably has been thinking about it. Kalen was very down to hear my side of the story and get Morgan out. That's it.
I wish we had one extra number, then we could have gotten rid of Miles now.
We can't get rid of Miles, though.
So on the split, then me and you vote for Morgan, and we'll talk Zara into it.
Okay, cool.
I'm gonna look for
So, Kalen won immunity. I honestly thought Miles had him for a while there, but of course, Kalen pulled it out of the bag. I'm really happy for him, but that means that the move on him is off the table. So now it has to be Kate. She is the social butterfly. She is an endurance queen. She really, really wants to be here. So for me, it makes sense for her to go. What's AJ saying?
He wanted to come cook you. So
Why?
He's concerned that Miles' plan for the next one, he wants Morgan to stay because he thinks he can beat Morgan in challenges and then take her along. So then on the next vote, he'd be going crazy. So AJ's thinking that we should switch the vote and get rid of...
No.
But what about, you're not worried about Miles on the next one?
No. Kate is going. She is my threat. I have asked him to get rid of Kate over and over and over, and he said, no, I'm not doing it. The thing with AJ is that he loves the last-minute change-up, and it irritates the life out of me. Kate is absolutely the bigger threat, and it just doesn't need to be that complicated. This is what AJ does every time he wants to save someone that benefits his own game.
Yeah.
You know why he wants Kate here? Because he and Kate have been getting close again today.
Yeah.
No.
Okay. Yeah, I'm with getting rid of Kate, but AJ just got me scared about Miles. If he has an idol, which I'm certain he does, he's absolutely going to do something.
We're going to have to just deal with that then. It's got to be Kate tonight. I won't hear anything else about it.
how's everything going? Everything the same, or is anything changed?
Everything is the same,
Okay.
and I am trying something, but
Okay.
it involves one who's still going home.
Okay.
But I mean, I think you know what my preference is.
Yeah.
See, that's what worries me.
It just sucks that we have to be scared of people on two sides of us. Because
That's what I
either
mean.
one
It's
could do.
just a shame that things can't be straightforward.
Yeah.
I have been saying that I want Kate out over and over and over, and I feel like every time I want to get her, AJ thwarts me and puts the target on someone else. I'm noticing this pattern that it just never seems to be Kate, because AJ and Kate have a very good relationship. So I just need to shut it down. I just said to Kaylin, I'm not swapping to Morgan. It has to be Kate for me tonight. Like, it's non-negotiable.
Do you see why?
Yeah, because we're frightened of Miles.
Because I think
I still don't want Kate here. And I'm going to give you the reasoning.
yeah,
Kate is excellent at fire.
she's your biggest threat.
Yeah, okay, so you know all of that.
I know that.
What I am also concerned about, she's been emotional, you're all over her like a rash. And for me, that is alarm bells.
Why would I need Kate here? Kate, nothing to my game. Right
I
now,
have asked you to vote Kate.
I am.
How many times?
But it was always a bad decision strategically.
Why is this better, keeping her
Okay.
here?
Because she's a shield. Miles has no route to the end with Morgan, so he can't backstab us. At 5, Miles is incentivized to flip, getting rid of Kaylin at 5. And then who's he going to get rid of at 4? You. Who's he going to get rid of at 3? Me. It's a clear path to the end for him.
Kate being here does not benefit my game, and I'm concerned that Kaylin is going to
All
be
you
like,
have
let's
to
just
do-
do the 3 boys and we'll just coast on through, which is a very real possibility.
I just think that it's better for... Unless you really want Kaylin gone at 5. If you're worried about Kaylin, then you should be voting with Miles tonight.
I am worried about Kaylin because I just think he's going to be the one that wins at 4.
Kaylin
and then
isn't-
it's going to be his choice who's going.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. I see what you're doing then. Yeah, I was more worried about Miles than Kaylin, but
Well, because you need to worry about Miles. I need to worry about Kaylin. Kaylin and AJ don't trust Miles not to do something crazy. They are convinced that he's going to come after Kaylin at Final 5, which seems logical to me. And it's just about keeping the best person in the game for me tonight.
Did you want to talk anything?
Have you got any ideas?
Yeah, look, I mean,
Yeah,
it's
it's
one
a
of
crap
those
spot to
things
be,
where it's
eh?
like, you're kind of just hoping for anything
Yeah.
sort of thing.
Things may have actually been a bit different if Caitlin had won immunity today, if I'm honest.
Right.
I feel like there would have been probably more opportunities.
Oh, that's
potentially open
interesting.
Up there. That option would have been open while it's closed now. I will say, whoever survives, whether that's you or Morgan, I do have a concrete idea of what I want to do at the next vote. And if
Yeah.
you're still here at the next vote,
Yeah.
then I will want to work with you.
Even if Miles does want me to work with him later on, it doesn't really change much tonight when I really need it. AJ told me that I need to vote Morgan, and I can't do that. So yeah, I don't know how that's gonna go, and it sucks to have to sacrifice my game, but yeah, I really don't want to vote for that girl. I really don't want to do it, and I don't want to be seen as that person either. Trust me. I can't.
Hey, I'd rather you win than of those.
Yeah, but I don't mean to go home.
Yeah, one of us go.
I can't write your name down. I can't.
I knew it was gonna. Sand in my heart. I knew it was gonna come to this. I would rather you write my name down than fall to what they want.
Are you writing my name down?
No, that's the whole point.
Well, then why are we doing this?
I reckon they want to keep me because you're a challenge beast. might as well piss them off and send me home. I'd rather see you win over them. I'm not gonna win against them.
You freaking won the Olympics, bitch.
Yeah, this is way harder. You have it in you to actually win.
I can't, Morgan. Like, I don't want to write your name down.
Yeah.
I was just thinking we just give some more points to Miles. Are you happy to do that?
Fine, all right, Miles. He'll rack more numbers than days in votes.
Is there anything else we can do?
Hopefully AJ can keep it to a 2-2, because I know he needs you as well. We have to get someone to flip. We just have to pick the right person. Zara's just dead meat, so I don't know why she's not helping us.
Kaylin would be probably the most keen. He keeps saying he needs to do something for his resume. He's said that to everyone now. I will try to talk to him.
I'll come. I'll try getting AJ's ear to make sure it happens.
There is a chance that Kaylin could sway, especially if he knew that Miles is starting to turn on him. I would love to chat to you. I haven't spoken to you yet. If Kaylin was so worried about making a big move, now is your chance. How are you going?
You know, like every tribal council hurts me a lot. And
I know
you
you
guys are
don't
so nice to me. And
I'm
but,
glad you think so.
and that's like, so like I'm completely open. I don't have the resume that allows me to be a close book because I don't think there's almost nobody there that I can try and pitch. Now that I've gotten a few more challenges, I can pitch maybe social and challenges, but I think I'm in trouble either way, so.
That is very true. I'm glad you can see that. I think everyone said that you're a challenge beast and that when you don't win, you're definitely an option. Like people like Miles.
Has he said something or?
He kind of like gave me a little hint. I think everyone said you have some guns on you, so I'd be happy to help you. I'm trying to pitch to you that Miles is an option. We could pull off a huge blindside tonight, exterminating the jungle rat who couldn't be voted out for days. It is time to do it.
Yeah.
If Kaylin can pull this off, that would be a show-stopping move. And there might be some hope that Morgan and I can make it through tonight.
Evening. We'll now bring in our jury. Laura, Wally, Karen, Logan, and Kristen. Voted out last tribal council. So, Kaylin, first of all, congratulations for winning that necklace for a record-breaking 6th time.
Yeah, so like a necklace like this at this stage of the game, it can be seen as a shield, but you know, I think that many wins, it's become a weapon for an alliance to keep it out of the hands of someone else. So I just keep fighting for it.
And AJ, I mean, setting a record like that, how do you think that will resonate with the jury?
I mean, I think they'd be a little bit impressed. I'm impressed. It's amazing. Hopefully he extends it, and hopefully it's never beaten.
Kate, is there anyone here who can stop Kaylin from winning immunity at this point?
I mean, there's different challenges that Kaylin might do not as well as in, but he's very well-rounded. He's very good at all of the challenges. So, I mean, it's hard to beat him.
Miles, you came close today. You put some pressure on.
Yeah, I did come very close today. And, like, there's a variety of different challenges, and we got a variety of different skill sets in here. And so I'm not worried about Kalen and his immunity run. There will be challenges where other people may do better and may pick up that necklace. And if people do want to take a swing at him, then they can take a swing at him then.
Kalen, I mean, that is one of the dilemmas of this game. You want that necklace because it's the only thing that can keep you safe in this game.
Yeah.
But every time you win it, you become a little bit more of a target. Do you feel the pressure to keep winning it now?
Yeah, it's hard work. Like, especially today, Miles was coming for me. It was pretty close. And you get that stress response. But I think you build momentum, and I want to hold the momentum. If not, I've got a great alliance.
Miles, is that true?
I mean, obviously, we're going to eventually get to a point where Kalen winning immunities is going to become an inconvenience for some people who may want Kalen out. Are we at that point at the moment? No, not at all. Do I envision us getting to that point for me in my game? Maybe a bit further down the line, who knows? But right now, we're all pretty happy with what he's doing.
Yeah, I don't like the sound of that maybe. I would have heard absolutely not. But I've got my little notepad in the brain, so come at me. We'll see.
I have no interest in taking a swing at him because we've got a rock-solid alliance at the moment, and he's doing great things keeping the necklace out of the hands of people that I don't want it in. If it comes down to me, it's going to be one of the girls on the chopping block tonight.
I don't know, I slept on the hammock all afternoon.
You did?
Yeah, I thought we could be used as a number, because at one point of this game, it will change for them, and there can only be one winner. So you can stay strong for so long, but they'll have to start picking each other off and using other people to help with that.
Kate, were you able to find any cracks in this alliance of four?
There's definitely cracks, but I think people are trying to play safe to make it to the top 5. There's a very, very good opportunity again to use 2 votes in a big move. Some people have said they want to make big moves in this game. Some people say they don't have enough big moves in this game. It's crazy to me that you wouldn't use it now when the opportunity is here.
Zara, Kate makes a good point. There are very few available moves left in this game. Do you think the jury would respect someone who seizes the opportunity tonight and makes a big move?
I think we're just thinking about when the right opportunity is.
The opportunity is going to be gone. You're all going to be going for each other when we're gone. So the opportunity is here tonight.
We can talk about us sitting here comfortably and not doing anything, but it's taken a lot of work to get to here.
The walls are closing in, and we are going to hit a point at which, like, there aren't really any moves left. So it's just about timing, about when you do it. For me, the timing isn't right tonight.
AJ, realistically, how many opportunities are left to make a move in this game?
I think what it is do you want to change the layout of the chessboard? If you do, you should make a move, and if you don't, you shouldn't. For some people, the chessboard looks really, really good right now, and for others, maybe they want to move a piece here or there, and maybe they only need one move on that chessboard to make it the way that they want it.
Kate, how do you feel knowing that your fate in this game is in the hands of these 4 brains?
Not good. They've been saying my name for more than a couple of votes, so I don't feel like I've got a good chance.
You don't feel like you've got a good chance?
No.
Well, you don't know everything that's going on, because tonight is a little bit different.
Oh, no.
Someone is going home tonight, not Kalen.
Oh, okay.
He has the necklace. 5 of you are still vulnerable. So, I'm gonna give you an opportunity at another shot of individual immunity right now.
Yes, JLB!
Wow.
Just over there is a challenge, and you will compete for another immunity necklace. Whoever gets it will be safe, like Kaylin tonight.
Oh, for God's sake.
Hell yeah.
All right, Kaylin, you can take a spot on the bench. Everyone else, take a spot by a barrel. All right, this challenge is for individual immunity and guaranteed safety at tonight's tribal. Here's how it's gonna work. You're gonna pull on a rope, balancing a wobbly table while you're balancing on a beam, and you attempt to stack cards 2 at a time to build a tower. First person to reach the marker and get back behind that white line, or who has the highest stack after 45 minutes, wins individual immunity and is safe at tonight's tribal council. Everyone else, except Kaylin, is vulnerable. All right, pick up your rope. You may begin. This challenge is now on. The goal is to build a house of cards, trying to keep that table steady, trying to keep your balance, trying to find the right tension on that rope. There's a lot going on in this challenge. Everyone has their first layer done. Miles with an early lead. Kate right on his tail. Pretty tight challenge at this stage. If your cards drop to the ground, you need to take those back to your barrel. Start again. But if your cards fall over on your table, you can restack them.
Whoa.
AJ.
Just as I say that, AJ loses focus, dumps his tower, quickly rebuilding. Meanwhile, Miles still with the lead, playing fast and loose right now. This table is in a precarious angle.
Jeez.
As that tower grows, it might become a problem. Kate's right on his tail, super focused. She knows that's what's required here. We'll see which approach will win that necklace. Guaranteed safety at tonight's tribal. Breathing Kaylin's rarefied air.
Kaylin would like to be up here trying to get himself a second necklace.
Zara, slow and steady, taking her time. This is one of those challenges where you're trying to find the balance between speed and accuracy. Remember, if no one can reach that marker after 45 minutes, whoever has the highest stack is gonna win. All right, after 20 minutes, Kate has a little peek at Miles.
You're peeking, Kate.
Realizes that he's one level ahead. Getting very close to that marker.
Oh, jeez.
But Miles playing it loose with that table. Wobble from Miles. Nice adjustment. don't want to lose it now. Kate, right on his tail.
Oh, jeez.
Now those stacks are getting precarious. Oh, right on the edge. Still fast and loose from Miles.
Never.
That's risky when your stack is so high and he loses the whole thing. There it is.
Bugger.
And Miles is going to have to start from scratch. What a disaster for Miles. He was so close. 30 minutes we've been at this challenge. Kate with a huge lead. Now she's going back for her final cards. It's about calming those nerves. And just as I say that, she loses the entire stack.
I'm so sorry. Still in this, Kate, you got so many on the table. So many on the table, Kate.
Will it give everyone else enough time to catch up? It's now Morgan in the lead, and AJ right behind her.
And Zaz.
And Zara, still slow and steady, still in it. Let's see if that's the winning strategy. "35 minutes in on this challenge. It's Morgan in the lead, nice and steady. If no one's completed it in 10 minutes, highest stack wins. It's Morgan in the lead. AJ right on her tail. Big wobble from Morgan. Holds up a finger to me, says, shh. Oh, big wobble from Morgan. No! A disaster. It's now AJ in the lead. A little wobbly, and he loses everything. Looks like it might come down to who has the highest stack. Kate and Zara, neck and neck. Really slowing everything down. Do not want to risk what they've built. Now Morgan, slow and steady, just hoping Kate and Zara will make a mistake. Two minutes left in this challenge. It's now Kate back in the lead. And Zara right on her tail. Got to get your cards in position and get back behind that white line for the win. 1 minute left. There's not much in it between Kate and Zara. Kate holding that position, not going to take a risk. 15 seconds. Kate and Zara tied. Now you're going to get behind the white line. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. There it is. Kate wins individual immunity. Kate, come on over.
Good job, Kate. Well done.
Congratulations. You are also safe tonight. Cannot be voted out. As for the rest of you, let's get back to Tribal. Let's finish what we started. Well done.
Good girl.
Proud of her.
So proud of her.
So, Kate, I know you were worried earlier. How are you feeling now?
I was very worried before. I'm feeling great that I have this around my neck for one night. I mean, who knows, the next Tribal Council, I could go back to the same situation being on the end. But yeah, it does feel good. I am worried for my girl Morgan, though.
So is it a little bittersweet?
Definitely very bittersweet.
Miles, you seemed to give it a good hot crack. Was that because you really wanted that necklace, or were you trying to keep it from Kate and Morgan?
Yeah, it's definitely a little bit of both.
Zara, is there any situation in your mind where keeping both Kate and Morgan could potentially help your game?
I mean, we're considering all the options. I think we're all turning into Miles right now, where we're being a human computer and tabulating our way to the end and all the different paths.
Morgan, you had a reaction to that.
Oh, no, I just laughed at all options all the time. It's all the time except for this Tribal Council and the last. That's how I feel. It's not all the time, in my personal opinion.
What about for you, Miles? Is there any situation in your mind where keeping both Kate and Morgan could potentially help?
I'm sure that there are hypothetical situations. So far.
So, Morgan, I'm sure that you're happy for Kate, but is part of you thinking, well, this doesn't really help me?
Yeah, stoked for Kate, obviously. It was like such a cool challenge, but yeah, at the same time, I still don't think these guys are gonna budge. It is what it is, and it ain't what it ain't.
So, AJ, is this just a fait accompli?
Definitely not. There are idols out there. There are advantages out there. You never know what could happen, but, you know, somebody could want to flip. But outside of those three, then yes, I think so.
Well, let's see where this is going to land. It is time to vote. Morgan, you're up.
Sorry, Morgan. Love you, girl.
I'll go count the votes. If anyone has an idol and you want to play it, now be the time to do so. Okay, I'll read the votes. First vote, Miles. Miles. That's 2 votes, Miles. Morgan. Morgan. We're tied. 2 votes, Miles. 2 votes, Morgan. Morgan. That's 3 votes, Morgan. 2 votes, Miles. 1 vote left. 18th person voted out, 6th member of our jury, Morgan.
Ta-da!
Need to bring me a torch.
Good luck, guys. Play hard.
Morgan, the tribe has spoken.
Thank you. See you guys.
Okay, Morg.
Well, sometimes in Survivor, all you need is one more day in the game. Grab your torches, head back to camp. Good night. Tomorrow night.
Here I am, the last Brawns standing. And now the gun is on me.
Over 3 explosive nights.
The postgraduates, we hold the power. And I'm ready to go balls to the wall to the end.
The game's toughest.
Today is the most important win ever. If I don't win, then I'm going home. So you can bet I'm putting my body on the line.
And most strategic players.
I feel like Emperor AJ right now. I am in full control of this game. All plans go through me. I'm just never getting votes and I'm never going home.
But only one will become sole survivor.
AJ is so sure that I'm going to take him to the end.
I'm worried about myself, but he's not going to go for me.
But this is the correct play. It would just be a sick move to take AJ out.